I'm Cailin and I am a wildlife technician at the Wild Base Hospital. I've been working here for 5 years now and I studied the Bachelor of Veterinary Technology at Massey and managed to score a job here straight after graduating, which was awesome, and that was in 2018. Daily life for working here is quite varied. The day usually starts at about 8 and we'll come in, check on all the patients, and then we get straight into morning treatments. We'll treat daily patients and prep patients for any procedures that they might be having, so they might get their food taken away for the morning so that they are fasted. We'll also have students milling around as well, so we'll be teaching them and helping them learn as we go about what we do and how we treat our patients, which can be quite different to mammals. So treatments are usually from 8 AM to about 9 or 10, depending on how many birds we have, and then we will crack on to procedures in the mornings, which is usually workups, so like x-rays, taking bloods, or if there's something more extreme like a surgery or a scope, which is something that we did yesterday. And then hopefully we get lunch at about midday-ish, and then in the afternoons we often have either private patients, consults, or other procedures going on. And then by 3 o'clock we do treatments all over again. And throughout the day, amongst all that, we will have birds brought in and coming in and out whenever. If it's a wildlife patient, they can kind of just turn up without being announced. Otherwise, there might be places like zoos or other institutes that have noticed a patient that needs attention, and they'll tell us in advance and say that we'll be here between XYZ. I really love working with wildlife and advocating for animals like birds that people don't really understand as much, and kind of learning about them as well. So there are a lot of species in New Zealand specifically that a lot of people around the world don't know about or don't really understand. So part of what we do is also studying and producing research that can kind of help the field of avian medicine, as well as specifically New Zealand avian medicine, progress. My favourite thing about working here, about the job, is probably getting to work with a large variety of species. I really like the variation, and every day is different, and even throughout the day the plans can change, so I get to always be on my toes. I really like that. So growing up, I've always been really interested in animals. I grew up in South Africa, so surrounded by a lot of different animals, and moved here when I was about 9 or 10. Moving here, we didn't get to have animals because we couldn't at that time, so I was always wishing for dogs and cats and things for Christmas. But career-wise, I had always thought maybe something like zookeeping or veterinary medicine, and when I finished high school I still wasn't really sure, so I studied for a year doing like biological sciences at Massey in Auckland, and then through friends who were doing pre-vet I'd heard about the tech degree, and so I decided that sounded like a bit of me and applied and managed to get in, so moved down to Palmerston North and studied for 3 years before getting a job here at Wild Base. So that was a sneak peek at the day in the life of me at Wild Base, and thank you for coming along.